Hello, hello. It is Susan from Sassy C Art Shop. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you don't know what I do here, I like to do a little art, creativity, fun. And today we're just doing some cozy coloring. And I have a special guest. Say hello, special guest. Special guest doesn't want to be on camera, but me and my sister are going to be coloring these little cozy pieces that I have drawn. So feel free to relax, color with us, and let's enjoy. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to be coloring today, this cute little fox that's sleeping on the moon. I did draw these myself, so we're going to get started. We're allowed to use any mediums we want, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so let's just get into our cozy coloring session. I see you go in immediately.
Oh, yeah, because I knew that I wanted a blue sky, and blue is a pretty easy color to find, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Real good thought process.
Yeah, I actually decided to go around the objects instead of color overing them. I thought about coloring over them, but I was like, you went to all this work, and why would I want to hide something that, you specifically took the time to put all these details in?
That's a good point. I appreciate that. I decided to start with the moon. I looked up a couple of references, and I saw one that I thought was really cute, and it kind of had like a swirly effect. Not quite like Starry Night from Vincent van Gogh, but sort of like that in the cartoon vibe, and I thought that would match the vibe really well.
So you can't hear this, but we were actually listening to the Aladdin soundtrack. So, them in the night sky, it just kind of seemed perfect.
Yeah, when they're singing on a magic carpet ride.
A whole new world!
A whole new world.
A whole new world!
Where they're on a magic carpet ride. So maybe I don't know the title and stuff.
It's okay. Nobody's going to hold it against you today.
So I saw some like TikToks on how to color clouds. So that was kind of what I went with. I don't really know how lighting.
I did not look at TikTok. I do not know how the TikTok works or the Aki-Taki or whatever.
Any social media at all.
No. So I just did what I wanted to do.
Well, like I said, I don't really know how lighting and shading works because with the glow of the moon, there should be like, it should be reflecting off the clouds. But I was just like, the top is the light.
Here's the thing.
The bottom is the dark.
There's stars around you too. So
yeah, there's stars. So I was just like, the top is the light, the bottom is the dark. And I was just like, you just add shading wherever your little heart desires. And that seemed to work for me. I did
what I did with the moon.
I did sort of like a golden color to match the moon at the top, and then went down from like a purple to a darker blue for the
No, I didn't do that at all. I decided I like blue. Blue's a good color. And then for this moon, I was like, what color is the moon? And we were watching this movie the other day that actually showed a really pretty picture of like a silvery moon. So that's what I was going for. It didn't come out like that, but that was my thought process.
I mean, I can tell it's silver. I understand. I get it. Yeah, so for
then we start adding shading and details to the other stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really know how shading and lighting works. So I just kind of, I'm like, wherever my heart desires, but I do it. I do it all over the page, so it looks like a conscious choice.
Well, it's funny you said that because I've already colored my background, and I didn't like it because it was so streaky looking. Because she didn't tell me this, but a lot of her markers,
I did tell her.
A lot of her markers were dead.
Okay, so I have 2 sets of the 320 from Ohuhu because a lot of them had gone dry. And I was like, oh, I'll just get another set. It's easier than replacing each individual marker. But Ohuhu does have that, which is nice, I think. But I was like, hey, I have the old set in front of us, so we can just grab from that. But I also have the new set next to me. If you want one of those, I can get the exact corresponding color from the old set. But she didn't want that. And she's like, you didn't tell me. And she's like, why are all these markers dry? And I'm like, because the colors you are attracted to are the colors I'm attracted to. So I've used them a lot in the past.
Go over everything again.
Again, you could have taken the marker choice. You did not want to do that.
So I'm the one on the left. You're the right.
Yeah. Because I'm always right.
Well, I don't know what's left to say about that. But I started coloring my Foxy, and I was actually really proud because I found colors that I was like, oh, I have no idea how shading and lighting works. Like, I think you actually have a sense of it. I was just like, dot, 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 dot. I sound like a, what is it, a telegraph, you know?
Yeah, yeah, just the dots and dashes. Yeah. Well, I'm coloring my sky right now, and like I said, I kind of went with this like swirly pattern. I used like 5 or 6 blues and just layered them up and created like different lights and shadows. And then as I said, I went in with my paint pen to create to go over some of the black lines. I just felt like I wanted a much softer look, and I like the original line work that I actually did.
I did too. It's very easy.
I felt like I did want it to look glowy. That's something I've struggled with in the past when I'm creating a moon. So I thought I would really try hard to do it. And I do think it turned out good.
Did a really good job. I did not go with a glowy look. I decided to use, I think I used an ink pen first for the little darker spots on my fox. And then I didn't like it because when it first lays down, it's nice and bright and what I was looking for. But once it starts drying, it starts dimming quite a lot. So I had to go back over it with a colored pencil.
So I just went crazy with the dots there, sir. Madam. Because
they look good.
Thanks. Because I'm like, yeah, I drew certain stars in the sky, but I definitely wanted some more. I was just like, go crazy with the dots. So I think it just adds to a page.
Well, it inspired me to go back over later on because I ended up doing that too because I was like, oh man, I like my little dots. And since we're doing this at the same time, it's kind of hard not to look over at your partner's point. I was pointing out right then on a side note how little of her colored pencil black it was. It's like half an inch.
I think it's less than half an inch. It's like smaller than mine.
She's like, it still has lead in it.
It still has lead in it. I have some extra of like black and white Prismacolor colored pencils because I use those the most. But I'm like, but let's use it to the very end.
I'm like, why? Why do we have these little stubby muffins?
I don't think you know what those terms mean.
Probably not.
So for the fox, I went over with a few different shades of orange. I started with a really light yellowy orange to add the highlights, and then I just went in and I did like sort of brush strokes to create the fur texture. I didn't want to go overboard because I did still want it to look cartoony, but I did want it to have a little bit of texture.
See, I didn't want to do that for myself, mainly because I don't know how. But for me,
that does contribute.
That does play a big factor. But for me, I wanted it to feel like velvet. Also, I got done, and so I'm just like literally adding in my little dots that I stole from you. But in case you can't see it, I've named my fox Cutlass,
which is a really cute name, and we're going to explain it in just a minute. I decided to name mine Zeze. And again, we'll explain or not in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I'm just finishing up. So she finished a few minutes before me. It didn't take me too much longer to finish, maybe like 10, 15 minutes, maybe something 20. Like that. So it's like, I really like that with the same coloring page, you can create really different effects. I did add little eyelashes to my fox.
Did you add the blushy?
I did add the blushy. See, I'm adding the blushy right now with a hot pink colored pencil.
I decided not to use a hot pink or pink blushy. I decided to go orange.
To match your fox.
Yes.
Which is cute. And I know they don't have blush, but I just think it's really cute, and it is a necessary, I wouldn't say evil, it's a little happy thing that I like to do with all my stuff. But yeah, so we're almost finishing up. I'm just adding a few little glowy details with a paint pen.
So do you have anything you wanted to add, or are you good?
Good. Ta-da! So, special guest, tell us about yours.
So this is Cutlass because, I don't know, it just seemed like a good idea at the time. So I have no idea how to color, but I know what a fox generally looks like. And I know what a night sky generally looks like. And I know typically moons are yellow, like in coloring, but I wanted to do like the silvery moon and make the fox really pop out. So that was kind of my thought process.
Well, I think Cutlass is super cute. 10 out of 10.
Oh.
All right, and here we have mine. This, I named her Zeze, which is spelled Z-E-Z-E, because she's napping and it's like you're catching Z's. So I thought that was really cute. So I use mostly alcohol markers for basically everything, and then added some details with a few colored pencils and paint pens to really make it pop. I went over some of the line work with the paint pens just because I thought it would give it a more dreamy, soft feel. So yeah, that is how they both turned out.
I did not follow that rule. I mainly used markers and some colored pencil and a little ink.
Well, I think they both turned out really cute. Rate mine. I rated yours.
Oh, well, yours is a 15 out of 10.
Oh, well, thanks.
You get 5 extra stars. That's why they were in the galaxy.
Anyway, thanks for coming along and joining us for this cozy coloring session. If you want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to have fun with your art. Until next time, bye.
Bye.